'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolaba, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Marillaba, Birdsville, Limmerville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Ulladulla, Darwin, Gingin, Lillaquen, Muckdilla, Wallumbilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramekiller. I've been everywhere, man.
Yes. And not only had he been to all those places, he'd also been to a place called Woodenbong, and that's where we're heading off to today, where we find Christine Reid. Hello, Christine.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We are doing well.
Christine,
I'm going to hand it over to Rob because he wants to ask.
No, Kristen, I'll go about it another way. Instead of me trying to come up with a joke about it, you've probably heard them all. What's the best Woodenbong joke that you've heard?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we did have a gentleman who moved to town who was quite excited about living in a town called Woodenbong. He had a wonderful idea of promoting the village, which nobody really agreed with him except for himself, and he wanted to make a large wooden bong.
Oh, dear me.
Big pineapple in, Sunshine Coast, the big banana Coffs Harbour, the big wooden bong in Woodenbong.
Yeah, I eventually saw a wooden bong, but the first experience as a naive youngster was a plastic shampoo bottle. Was my introduction to that silly sport that many Australians play. But, yeah, just amazing. Have you any idea how the town was named originally?
Absolutely. So we have a large Indigenous population called the Githabul people, and Woodenbong, which is actually Witchenbong, which is a Githabul word, and it means two water holes or ducks on two water holes is the consensus.
So two billabongs.
There's lots of, billabongs and creeks around.
So wooden obviously coming from their word for two.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Now, next obvious question, where the bloody hell is Woodenbong?
Where are we? So if you get a map of New South Wales and you go right up on the north coast and you see the little bumpy bits that go up and down there as they go across the ranges, we're about 5 kilometres on the New South Wales side of the border.
Okay. Righto. So inland from you would be, my friend lives at a place and I'm trying to think of the name of it and I can't, right on the border. But what's that joint up there, Neil? You travel more than I do.
That joint up there.
What's the coastal town then, closest to you?
So if you go to the beach east of here is Ballina, Tweed.
Yeah.
Tweed Heads.
So very northern New South Wales.
Kings Cliff is what I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah, Kings Cliff is pretty well in the same parallel. And if you go towards the inland, it's Warwick.
Yep.
And about 88 km.
The home of Jackie Howe, the Warwick gun shearer.
There you go.
There you go. There's a bit of trivia for you.
So roughly how many people live in Woodenbong?
So apparently, according to the sign as you drive in, it says 501, but according to the census, it's much lower than that, about 390. So
Getting a bit ahead of yourselves up there, are you?
I think, I don't know whether it's gone down or whether they just decided that's what it was when they put the signage up in the 70s. So.
Well, here's a piece of trivia. Mount Witchyproof, which is in Victoria, is 501 feet, maybe, or metres. And when you get to 500, you become a mountain. Under 500, you're a hill, right?
That might be
and so it's literally the smallest mountain in the world. Because anything less than that would, but maybe it's the same thing. Over 500, you get, a post office or something.
Oh, well, we do have a post office, but I'm not sure whether that was an accurate...
Accuracy doesn't come into it, certainly on this program. So what do the good folks around Woodenbong do, apart from run the post office?
We do. Oh, very busy. So it's an agricultural area. We also have beautiful scenery, absolutely stunning mountains right around our horizon line. Lots of people work in engineering, farming. What else? Not so much dairying. It used to be a huge dairying area, but we're down to only a couple of dairies these days. A lot of teachers here. What else do we do? Lots of farms.
Are you on a major highway or are you off the road a bit?
Well, we used to be on a highway called Mount Lindsay Highway, which was so named years ago, but then they downrated it to Mount Lindsay Road, so technically it's not a highway anymore, which all involves road maintenance and state and local government, apparently.
Yeah, apparently if your town's over 501, over 500 you can have a highway. That must be it.
Yeah.
And someone's seen the real census figures.
So it's Mount Lindesay Highway out of Brisbane as far as the border, I believe, and then it turns into Mount Lindesay Road all the way through to Tenterfield then. So that's just a political.
I believe there was a saddler in Tenterfield.
There was indeed.
Rumour has it.
Hey, Christine, have you always been there, or did you just arrive there one day, fall in love with the place and never left?
Well, I grew up in Orange, New South Wales, which is a long way away from here.
It is indeed, and very cold at Orange, isn't it?
It is at the moment, according to Mum. So, little tiny country school with 3 teachers, went to Orange High with lots more kids, ended up at uni at Bathurst, came out as an early childhood teacher with hardly any prospects of jobs at that stage. I got now what to do, so looked around and there was a job going in Woodenbong, and I thought, I'll go up there for 12 months and see what it's like, get some experience, and then I'll move a bit closer to home. Famous last words.
Yep.
And farmer wants a wife.
Yep.
I married a farmer and I'm still here 3 kids later and 7 grandchildren.
Of course, part of the appeal when you were a university student, you've just come out and you're looking for a job and there's a town called Woodenbong and you've gone, that'll be a good story to tell over the years to the grandchildren.
Well, I had to look it up and think, what on earth is this? So I found it, came up for a look one day, which was a 12-hour drive each way, and had a bit of a look and thought, there's a maybe it's not a very nice town, or maybe there's the preschool's really run down, brand new preschool. I thought, okay. So I said I'll do it for 12 months. So I've just retired after 43 years. So
yeah. Lots of country towns, I think, that are like that, where Mrs. Reid's come to town, she's become the teacher, and she's actually taught the grandchildren of some of the people that she actually taught. Well, probably not so much with the
True.
With the kinder kids. As a high school teacher, I know a lot of my former colleagues are now teaching the grandchildren of the kids that they taught.
Absolutely, and half my staff were ex-students and parents, so yes, but it is nice to see how they grow up and turn out and be very proud of them.
Well, we are very pleased that we have found out a little bit more about Woodenbong, and thank you so much for taking some time out of your Saturday morning. Hope you get the house painted. She's doing some house painting this weekend, I believe.
Oh, magnificent.
Repainting doors, so I actually haven't put the paintbrush in because I thought, I don't want to get halfway through that while I'm talking to you.
No, that's a very, very wise decision. Get stuck into it, I say.
Are you going with a landscape or a portrait, Christine?
Beg pardon?
She's not that sort of painting.
Oh, different painting. Oh, sorry.
House painting.
Oh,
I
sorry.
paint as well. I am an artist as well.
There you go. You see, I was onto it. I sensed it.
More exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Christine. We'll chat again.
No problems. Enjoy the weather in Melbourne.
All the very best.
Cheers, mate. Bye.